Hello, welcome to another tip of the day. Now today we're looking at how to keep glitter on your cardstock. So I have just mocked up a couple of pieces of glittered card. Now this one was just by smearing some glue and putting glitter all over. This would be the sort of effect you'd do if maybe you were trying to create your own large glitter card. But as you can see, the glitter does, hopefully you can see that sparkling in my hand, the glitter does still come off, it does still shed. And that can be really annoying if you're opening an envelope and glitter falls out everywhere, or it gets all over your craft desk in places you don't want it. Another way you might use it is just in small amounts. It might be just around a border or to embellish a flower, for example, tiny areas of it. So you might use a smaller amount. Now I'm going to show you two ways to seal this glitter in and advise you of a third as well. Now the first way, and definitely the easiest, is to use a spray sealer. Now this isn't ideal if you're doing your glitter sealing when you've already got all of your embellishments on your card. So you want to do this really only if you're doing a large area. So if you're doing a really large area and you've got your full piece of panel of cards covered in glitter, then ideally take the sealer. Now there's lots on the market, so I love Hobby and Craft Sealer because it does exactly what it says on the tin, and I just give it a light spray all over. Now wait for that to dry, and that will be maybe 30 minutes to dry thoroughly. You'll get a slight sheen from it, but not too much, and do it in a well ventilated room as well, or even ideally outside. But then come back to that and do just check once that's dry. Just run your finger over again, make sure nothing's coming off, and if you need to, go back again, but always spray at least 15 centimeters away, and do thin coats, don't do one heavy coat at once. So that's how I do the large panel. If I've got smaller areas like this, depends how small they are. Now Mod Podge is amazing. It's a decoupage glue, so if you're doing your layering of your papers and such like, or for sealing, so there's decoupage and decoupage, two different techniques. Either way, you'd often use this sort of glue to cover your layers. So if you're using it with the tissue, for example, you would use this. And what I would do is I'd take a small paintbrush, a little bit of well, it depends, you can get this in matte and you can get it in glossy. I've got the gloss one here, and I would just brush very gently over where my glitter is. So this will enable you to just catch whereabouts the glitter is and not the entire card panel. Perfect if you're just going around the edge, for example, but you need to brush ever so lightly because you don't want to brush that glitter off. So you can see that's just covered over there. That will dry completely clear. Okay, what I do like to do is take a cotton bud as well and just wipe away any excess from around the edges. And one more tip for you as well, if you've got a really tiny area, maybe you've just put a little bit of glitter into the centre of flowers, for example. If you've got the time to wait, a blob of clear nail varnish is ideal for getting into those small areas and just blobbing over where you've got your glitter without disrupting the glitter and pulling it off. So there's three ways you can seal glittered elements on your cards.